What's up, everyone? How's it going? Today's video is going to be about how to steal from any spell shop as long as it's in a holy mountain. So there are spell shops that can spawn in levels. People have not discovered a way to steal from them. I think it's unlikely that we will discover one, but when it comes to Noita, you just never know, man. You never know. Somebody could discover tomorrow some new tech that changes everything. So currently, nobody knows how to steal from a spell shop in the middle of a level, but at a holy mountain, you can steal from them pretty easily, actually. So I'm going to show you the mechanics and explain how it works. That way, if you can maybe big brain up your own ideas, your own tech to steal from these shops, because the things I show you today are not going to be everything. It's just going to be stuff that takes advantage of the mechanics that currently exist in the game to allow you to steal from the shop. And I do believe this is intended by the devs, because if you look, this is a spell shop at this is the very last holy mountain, and the spells here cost a lot, like over 12k, as you can see here, except for the one that's on sale. Wands at this level usually cost between like 4,000 and 5,000. And so spells cost more than whole wands that are usually filled with spells. So I think they balance the pricing of the spells with stealing in mind. So here we go. Let's talk about how to steal from the shop. So there's actually an invisible line right here near the roof, and then one towards the bottom down here. And if you bring a spell from the spell shop out of this zone, it actually removes the price tag. So the whole goal, the mechanic is get the spell out of this zone, make it free. So one way you can do that is using the summon tentacle. Now tentacle, it doesn't work on its own unless you have certain perks, which we'll talk about that in a moment. But on its own, it does nothing. The tentacle doesn't travel fast enough to move the spells that are sitting here. Maybe there's some method that somebody can think up, but on its own, you're pretty much just you're screwed. But if you have something to speed it up, whether it's a perk or a spell, in this case we're going to use a speed up, it actually makes the tentacle travel so fast that it will pull spells to the ceiling, which removes their price tag. And as you can see, I have 0 gold. I can still pick it up. You can use anything that speeds up the tentacle to go faster than it should normally be. So for example, Slithering Path says 2 times, so 2 times the tentacle speed. So this will work. Takes the spell to the ceiling, makes it free. Same goes for Light Shot. Takes it to the ceiling, makes it free. However, something like Acceleration makes a spell start off slow and become faster over time. This is bad because it means that when you shoot the tentacle, it'll actually travel slower than it normally would. This doesn't allow you to steal anything. Also keep in mind that all the stuff that I'm showing here with this tentacle and stealing also works for the tentacle timer. So speed up on the tentacle timer, you can also steal with that. Okay, so one more thing I guess for the ceiling trick here is a common spell that people use to steal is the Circle of Buoyancy. And honestly, I don't really use this spell for much else, but for stealing from shops, it is damn easy. So all you do is you cast it, and you just point. You point where you want your character and the Circle of Buoyancy to go, and you just carry it to the ceiling, like so. It removes all the price tags off of them. You keep pointing upwards. Keep your mouse pointing up, and it'll make the Circle of Buoyancy fly off, and then it drops your character, and you can just steal these spells that the buoyancy carried to the ceiling. And obviously, you can just grab everything in the shop with just one Circle of Buoyancy. It's pretty darn easy. But I didn't want to grab them all yet because I want to show another mechanic here. So. Circle of Buoyancy, one of my favorite ways to steal. That's actually the one on my stream that I probably use the most. I don't know why, I always forget to use the tentacle method. It's so simple, but the Circle of Buoyancy, every time I see it, I just think of it as a circle of stealing. Okay, so all of these methods here, sorry, I'm dying over here. All these methods here, they all do not anger the gods. They don't piss off the gods. They don't break the holy mountain. They're very easy to do. And it's good for a long run or a run where you're not sure if you will be strong enough in the late game to kill the shopkeeper, Big Steve, Little Steve, the guys who protect the shop whenever you anger it. However, if you're okay with angering the gods, Then, let's go ahead and go down here. Which, by the way, I don't even have a way to kill Steve on me right now, so hopefully he doesn't murder me. So, I'm showing this example at the last holy mountain because this is the only one that's kind of complicated. And that's because the last holy mountain has lava beneath it. So you need to dig in a way, like using luminous drill, using black hole, whatever, destroy the holy mountain in a way that you can pour water or flood the water that was already in this pool down here. That way, whenever you dig, I get around that corner, whenever you dig upwards, let's see, where are some spells? See, this has a price tag on it. You'll drop the spell down, it lands here, now it's free. Oh, I'm full. I was like, what? It's not free? No, it is still free. I was just full on spells. Normally, in the other levels, you can just dig it down. You don't have to worry about the lava or anything. But you're just trying to get the spell to cross this point here, and then it removes the price tag. This method, a lot of you probably already know it, so I don't want to go into too much detail. But, you know, I just wanted to make sure you saw that invisible wall here that the spell needs to cross over to remove the price tag, in the same way that going to the ceiling to right around that area remove the price tag. So there you go. There's the simple methods for stealing from the shop. If you have the perks Pinpointer or Faster Projectiles, those are the first two that come to mind. There may be something else I'm not thinking of, but those are the big two that come to mind. Both of these also speed up your projectiles. So if you were to have a tentacle and either of those perks, you could steal. You could steal from the shops without having to have anything. Naturally, the tentacle would travel fast enough that it actually would steal. But again, I don't have those perks right now, so you'll just have to try that out in your own run. But yeah, happy stealing from the shops, you guys. Deuces.